Next. In the field of action, desire takes many forms. We are coming to the crux of yoga of works, karma yoga. But the most powerful of all its vital selves craving or seeking is after the fruit of our works. We always desire the fruit of the works. And you have to turn your will in such a way that you do the work as if it is the most important thing in the world, but you are not worried about the fruit of the actions. It comes by practice. It is quite possible. Therefore, the first rule of action we are reading, you know the chapter's heading? We are reading about, you remember? Or you have already forgotten? The yoga of works. So, throughout, we are going to learn about how to act. So, what is the first rule? It is known as the Nishkama Karma. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu. This is important for us. Mate sangostva karmani. When you are not interested in the fruit of the work, what happens? You are not interested in doing the work also. You don't want to act. Be careful of that. Mate sango akarmani. Nishkama karma does not mean that should become akarmanya. You have to act very fast and at such a rate to capture the entire scale of millennium of years of evolution. And you should not be worried about the fruits of nature. A contradiction, but probably the entire world is a contradiction. And without contradiction, probably we cannot speak. Next. The test is laid out in an absolute equality of the mind and the heart to all results, to all reactions, to all happenings. If good fortune and ill fortune, if respect and insult, if reputation and obloquy, if victory and defeat, if pleasant event and sorrowful event leaves us not only unshaken but untouched, free in the emotions, free in the nervous reactions, free in the mental view, not responding with the least disturbance or vibration in any spot of nature, then we have the absolute liberation to which Gita points us, but not otherwise. So the first formula is Nishkama Karma. The next formula is Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, balance. Balance between all this. Victory or defeat, respect or insult, there must be a balance. So we can have, as Sri Aurobindo has said, the Sanskrit words gives very easily the purport of these things. The first is Nishkama Karma, you are not worried of the results. The next is Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Next. The tiniest reaction is a proof that the discipline is imperfect. Externally you may pose that you have everything under control. But you must be aware that even a tiniest reaction should not come in your desire body or in your mental body. And that some part of us accepts ignorance and bondage as its law and clings still to the old nature. Because until and unless the Nishkama Karma and equality in yoga, Samatvam, this must be the first practicing instruments for the yogi. Are you becoming an expert in Nishkama Karma? Have you with full heart the audacity to say that whatever I am doing is not influencing me? Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. If it influences, still the ignorance is there. Next. Yogasthakuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddha siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Equality, renunciation of all desire for the fruit of our works, action done as a sacrifice to the Supreme Lord of our nature and of all nature. These are the three first Godward approaches in the Gita's way of Karma Yoga. So this is what we have to learn. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, Nishkama Karma, and in the end, offering it as a sacrifice to the God. And before that, before you can offer anything to the God, it should be a very specialized action. Yogastha kuru karmani, as he said. A very specialized action. And that is what in Gita it is said. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. You are not interested in the results. You are not worried about the failure or success, but you should work as if an expert is working. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Then only it can be offered as a sacrifice. Next. Neha bhikrama nashosti pratyavayo navidyate svalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mato bhayat. Now we are trying to practice these three things. What are these three things? Nishkama karma, samatvam yoga uchyate, and yoga karmasu kaushalam. You are practicing. And naturally, when you are practicing it, you can't be perfect in your first attempt. And probably sometimes it may take years. Then here the Lord proves. In this, what in this? When you are practicing this Nishkama karma, when you are trying to be samatvam, when you are trying to be a kushala, in this there is no loss of effort, nor is there any transgression. You cannot come down. Even a little of this dharma protects from great fear. So that is a guarantee when you are practicing it, a great hope and faith that there is no recoiling here. In nature there may be a recoil, but in yoga practice there is no recoil. Whatever you practice, even that little iota will be there, and if you don't continue it in this life, you will continue it in the next life. That is the guarantee given. But don't wait for the next life. I am giving only you 6 months. Next. I titled The Sacrifice, the Dry Input and the Lord of the Sacrifice. This sacrifice is the most important word in Sanatana Dharma. And this Sanatana Dharma, you remember, is not ancient. We call it Sanatana because it was discovered way back. So it is the future Dharma also. You try to remember this point. Later I will come back to it, because if I dwell on that, this chapter will go. So, the yajna part you remember. What is a yajna? Where you offer your action with expertise. If there is no expertise, it cannot be offered to the God. For example, I read a story in my childhood. There was a minister to a king who always used to say that everything that happens is good for us. So whatever happens, he always says it is good for us. So one day what happened, the king was cutting some fruits and his finger was cut and he has to bandage it. The minister was there. He used his normal words. What did he say? Everything is good for us. It is good for you to have your finger cut. He became very angry, the king. He said, put him in jail. I will come back. He was preparing to go for what we call that? Hunting. I will see when I come back that you are beheaded. He went to the hunting and there he fell into the hands of some tantrics and they were about to give him the bali, sacrifice him. And then they saw this cut. And nothing which is pure and perfect can be offered as a sacrifice. So they left him. The king came back. He was very happy. He said, yes, you are right. Whatever happens is good. But I jailed you. What is good there? He said, if you have not jailed me, I would have accompanied you. And when I accompanied you, I don't have any cuts. So I would have been offered as a sacrifice.